Oh my God. Okay, pin. Hello, can I be seen? Can I be heard? Hello, 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 hello. Welcome. Are we live? Can I be heard? Can I be seen? Welcome all to Black Magic. I'm so excited to be the host of this event. Thank you all for tuning in. It is so good to see all of you, even if it's in this virtual space. Hello, whatever time zone you're in, Eastern time, Pacific time, Central time, Mountain time, whatever the European time zones are. Hello, it is so good to see all of you. I'm just gonna stall for a little bit as people trickle in because, especially OBs, like even if it's an online event, they're gonna be late. So I'm just gonna talk a bit about the event, introduce myself, and let people trickle in. Hello, I'm so excited. My name is Max Aday. I'm a fifth year double degree student at Oberlin College Conservatory in Ohio, computer science and tomorrow major. And I'm so blessed and honored to be the organizer and the host for this event, Black Magic. Lord, I'm so excited. It is an online Black artist showcase featuring an amazing collection of Black musicians, Black artists, Black poets, and Black creatives from the Oberlin community that I have come to know and have been so inspired by throughout my time at Oberlin. And it is really my pleasure to bring them to you today. Hallelujah. Yes. So, in the midst of COVID-19, this pandemic, and the Black Lives Matter movement, it is so important at this time and all the time to uplift and support our community of Black artists, because this is a hard time for all of us, but especially for Black artists, this is a tough time. So we have come together from all over the country to use our gifts and our passions and our loves to help advocate for racial equity in the arts and just bring some Black joy, because Lord knows I need some Black joy right about now. And now is the time. And with that, your role as an audience member is so important to this show. So you'll notice on the Facebook Live that there's a pinned comment, and on YouTube in the description, there's a link to the GoFundMe, and that will be the source for donations that will go to two Black arts organizations, the Black Art Futures Fund and the Black Artists Fund, which are both organizations that provide financial support and grants to Black artists directly and Black arts organizations, theater organizations, collectives, and just help to provide a support system for Black artists. And especially the Black Artists Fund just started like a month ago, and they have already given like $10,000 to various artists, Black artists. They have like 5 Black artist grants a week, which is in a crazy, amazing effort. So you definitely need to support that and get on that. So throughout the night, during the show, after the show, intermission, please, if you are able, send a donation to that GoFundMe and help us in this effort to uplift Black artists. And you'll also notice in my Zoom username, as well as the performers' Zoom usernames, that we have our Venmo and or Cash App in our username. I'll also be putting them in the chat during the show. So if you are feeling so generous and want to send tips and donations our way, please feel free to do that. We encourage you to do that. We're happy to bring this show to you for free, but Black labor and Black creativity should not come cheap. So if you are able and willing, please, please, please send a donation. And if not, donate, at least provide some positivity and just positive light in the comments. In this virtual performance space, it is so weird to not be able to hear a crowd as you perform and get the snaps as you perform. So in the comments, give some positivity and some light to these artists who have given so much time and energy to be here tonight and to bring y'all some Black creativity. Ooh, yes. I think that is all I have to say. Let me just check. Okay, yes, one more thing. Especially if you're on Facebook, but even if you're on YouTube, I would encourage you to share the link to friends, family, so they can see the show, extend our audience, and help this really important cause. If you're on Facebook, hit that share button, put it on your personal Facebook page, and help us get this event moving. Whew! And with that, I think we are ready to get this show on the road. Hallelujah! Oh my God, I'm so excited. Y'all, you have no idea how excited I am for this show. It has been a thing in the making, and I'm just so excited for all these amazing Black creatives to showcase their incredible talents. And we are going to kick things off with an amazing opening act. And for those who know me, know that I'm in the Overtones a cappella group at Oberlin. And this first act is an Overtones alum. You feel me? Yes, in these streets. He's a singer, songwriter, an educator, and producer in these streets. And let me just say, a common theme of this show is multi-talented artists. Literally every single person on this panel and this lineup has a wide array of talents that they're going to showcase, and they showcase on a daily basis. So give it up for our first act from Chicago, kicking things off, Mr. Andre Jamal. Woo, yes!
Oh, hey. Yeah. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? It is very weird to be like on Zoom doing a performance, but I'm very excited to be here. So happy to be a part of it. Like Max said, the lineup is incredible. Very excited to like see people. This first song I'm gonna do is called Exclusive. I know y'all can't we can't call and response for real, but if you can just vibe with me, you know, real quick and just get into the beat. Yeah. Ride around like I'm in a movie. When I get older, house gon' have like 3 fucking clothes. Don't ask me, can you slide on me? Is you fucking stupid? A1 day one's only boy. This shit is exclusive. No off days, gotta keep making bread. Keep stacking the stack and to stay ahead. Mama taught me always keep my head on straight, and God won't leave me there. Black man winning with all of my decisions, and all of my intentions reflecting my precision. I've been on a mission to stop the world spinning. Shock on the civilians and make the nigga listen up. Come back to the city after 4 years. New vocab now got me feeling weird. Progressive make me feel like I backtrack. Old niggas make me feel like I can't rap. Can't snap back into reality. Conscious, I do why duality. I coexist with the stars and the aliens. Blend in with the humans that fit in. Ben knew I was different. Ben knew I was meant to shake shit. I vibrate, I make the earthquake. Ben knew I had a vision. Ben knew I make a killing. These niggas don't know shit, it make me irate. Pass on the smash on to the next phase. Don't like to reminisce, I'm on the next phase. Life cycles make me plan on my next days. Oh shit, always gotta die today. Ride around like I'm in the movie. When I get older, house gon' have like 3 fucking clothes. Don't ask me, can you slide on me? Is you fucking stupid? A1 day one's only boy. This shit is exclusive. Yeah. Ride around like I'm in a movie. When I get older, house gon' have like 3 fucking jacuzzis. Don't ask me, can you slide on me? Is you fucking stupid? A1 day one's only boy. This shit is exclusive. Yeah. Sipping on Sonny D, cause I'm living in LA. Don't name it my car, she hitting me with the A sun, being skin melanated, blessed every day. Never gave a fuck about what a bitch say. Haters gonna hate, but that shit is child's play. See me doing good cause I run my own race. Worry about me, worry about your own face. Worry about likes, what the fuck you getting paid? Your mind is fucked up cause you worry about the hype. Claiming that you hungry, but where is the drive? Let go of the beast that's screaming inside. Sometimes you gotta let it go, swallow your pride. Jealousy ain't gonna never give you life. Longevity ain't off when you are in lights. Clarity comes when you open your mind and you realize the future is yours to decide. Ride around like I'm in a movie. When I get older, house gonna have like 3 fucking jacuzzis. Ask me, can you slide on me? Is you fucking stupid? A1 day one's only boy. This shit is exclusive. Yeah. Ride around like I'm in a movie. When I get older, house gonna have like 3 fucking jacuzzis. Don't ask me, can you slide on me? Is you fucking stupid? A1 day one's only boy. This shit is exclusive. Yeah. Ride around like I'm in a movie. When I get older, house gonna have like 3 fucking jacuzzis. Don't ask me, can you slide on me? Is you fucking stupid? A1 day one's only boy. This shit is exclusive. Ride around like I'm in a movie. When I get older, house gonna have like 3 fucking jacuzzis. Don't ask me, can you slide? Only is you fucking stupid. A1 only boy, that shit is exclusive. Oh.
Boy, you better start a show. That is how you start a show, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
Thank you, Max.
Andre, let me talk to you for a second because I need people to know a bit about you and about your artistry in all of its forms because you, sir, have such a wide array of talents like singer, songwriter, arranger, producer, educator, recent graduate from a master's program, okay? We got a scholar in these streets too. So tell the people just a bit about who you are, what you do, and how they can support you in your artistry.
Cool. So my name is Andre. I go by Andre Jamal, when I'm in spaces like this as an artist. Full government name, Andre Jamal Cardine Jr. I'm 24 years old, just turned 24. Like Max said, I'm a music educator, scholastic activist, singer-songwriter, producer, and from Chicago. And I just graduated with my Master of Arts in Teaching from Longy School of Music. They have an MAT program in Los Angeles. And currently, to be honest, because of COVID, not quite sure where my life is headed next. But what I'm shooting towards is doing a lot more music production. I want to get into songwriting, be involved in the industry. And the goal is to become a professor, eventually own my own music and art school one day. And, fight towards the liberation of Black people through music. That's pretty much me.
Yes, sir. Oh my God. I'm going to also really quickly plug some of your music because y'all need to know, okay, if you have not heard A Squared on whatever platform, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you stream, that album is such a body of work. And there are some bops on that album, okay? Like Long Night featuring Mark Lagande, who's also in this lineup, okay?
Yep.
Wanting some wine with Daniella and Mark. You know what? And Save Me has, that song is such a worship. I had played that
I'm playing that today too. I'm gonna play that a little later. Yeah.
Glory.
So Save Me.
Yes.
I'm making this new version of Save Me.
Yes.
We're gonna get to it too. And also, quick plug, you plugged Long Night. Kiela Deer is also on that track. And she's actually coming out with the album by August or September. So, be on the lookout for new music from Kiela because it's coming. But yeah, let me get into
yes, give us some more. And I encourage y'all again, his Cash App and his Venmo are in his Zoom username. They're also in the chat.
Yes.
So y'all better hit him up with donations, okay? Yes, continue, please.
Got you. This next song is called Running. I just wrote it a couple weeks ago.
Drown deep in emotion, contemplate till I explode in, to keep from running over, feel like I'm too impulsive, a chance for me to get knocked down, stand back on my feet, it's killing me, the days no longer come easy. Have you ever wondered why it feels so hard to try? Rather lay in bed all day, it's easier to cry. I can tell a good lie, make you feel fine when I'm alright. This shit could be a lie, can no longer blow away my thoughts. I'm just running, 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 oh, running, 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 oh, running, running, running. Said this is America, home of rednecks and the terrorists. My people are swaying from tree to tree. Don't call me no pessimist, 2020 and our vision prescribed by bigotry. Color of my skin is a death wish. Why the privilege be so selfish? Have you ever wondered how it feels to be like me? Hated by some people, filled with rage and jealousy. Let me tell you something. Without my people, you'll be nothing. You'll be wandering around the world, killing our souls. Manifest your destiny, but really you just running and running, yeah. Running and running and running and running and running and running, yeah. Running and running and running and running, oh, running and running, yeah. Running and running and running, oh, running and running, yeah. Running and running and running and running. Oh, how long you gonna keep running? How long you gonna keep running? Ooh, ooh.
So that's that one.
Come on, falsetto.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, performers who are not performing, feel free to unmute yourselves and also react. I don't want to be the only one that's like yelling.
Glad you said that.
Okay, continue.
Woo, yay. So yeah, that song was called Running, obviously. And it was like, I don't know, when the protest started, I was just really in a place. At first I was gonna drop a project by the end of May, which was gonna feature some of these songs that I'm gonna play. But I was really in a place where I just didn't feel like, you know, music was like where I should be putting all my focus into. And I had to talk to a friend of mine, actually, who's my piano teacher in Los Angeles. His name's Ahmed. And he was telling me there's nothing wrong, nothing that a Black person is doing right now that's dangerous to another group or another person is wrong. So like, if you want to make music right now and release music, do that. If you want to sit around and do nothing, do that. Like, the racism that's built into the fabric of this country is not our responsibility to fix. So that resonated with me a lot, and that got me out of like, I mean, I'm still in a state of rage. I feel like Black people are always in a state of rage, but that got me out of the like, that put the rage like not so much in the forefront. And that like really helped me figure out what my next step should be in my life. So yeah, I just want to say that. This next song, I'm actually gonna pull out my trap phone real quick and actually look at the lyrics. So I'm gonna do a cover. I don't know if there are any Kehlani fans on the live stream, but she just dropped a new album and I really like a lot of the songs that's on there. It's so good, but I'm gonna do a cover to the song called Serial Lover that's on that album, her newest album. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoy it. I'm gonna be looking at these lyrics though.
Yeah, I think I'm addicted to romance, showing my whole hand, laying out the cards, like saying my heart on my sleeve. If you fucking with me, anything I'll ever say. I think I should be single for a while. It's getting a little loud, no when to slow down. Probably best to single down. To get in my zone now, stay in my zone. No, Lord knows I'm addicted to girl, and my heart's in the girl. No, Lord knows my intentions are pure, but my habits are cold. Yeah, love hard, fuck hard. Serial love, serial love. Love hard, fuck hard. Serial love, need to recover. I got bodies, I'ma take it to the grave. Got girls, I wanna get my last name. No regrets, don't got no shame. No, you no game. Only when the young people take that shit. Understand and turn the arms out. Don't forget it. Nights I can't run that with people I won't miss. Oh, yeah. Lord knows my intentions are pure, but my heart will go low. Lord knows my intentions are pure, but my habits are cold. Yeah, love hard, fuck hard. Serial love, love hard, fuck hard. love me to the top. I got bodies I'm coming to the grave. God doesn't want to kill a last name. No regrets, don't got no shame. Don't get no names, don't get my way. Yeah. Serial love, serial love.
Yes, sir.
Come on, end with a whisper.
This next song, it's called Save Me. It was on the project that Max mentioned earlier, A Squared, which is available everywhere. This specific version is a little bit heavier, it's a little bit more production. But the final version, it's not finished, but the final version will feature the same people, T. Ames, shout out to T, and Sam White. Both of them are incredible. But yeah, so I took that song. That song was mostly just guitar, T's voice, and my voice. And now we'll feature like drums and more piano. Yeah, so I hope y'all enjoy it. Let me just make sure all my stuff is together.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah. These levels. As I look back over my life, there were times I thought I wouldn't make it. I was lost, I was feeling so alone, isolated from everything I once called home. Look to God for a sense of direction. Praise the Lord, but I didn't get an answer. So let me be another one of your strugglers. I need your power to pull me through. Oh, I'm desperate for your love. Oh, I need to hear your words. Oh, if I could feel your hands on me, I know I could be made whole. Please deliver my soul. I wish I could live like the people I see on TV. I wish I could live like the people I see in the movies. But in life I find that the way they live isn't reality. So I need your love. Please save me. Please save me. Oh, please save me. Please save me. Please save me. Please save me. When I analyze my present situation, I'm grateful for every blessing, every lesson, and I'm guessing that this is all part of some big plan that I can't see. If I keep chasing my dreams, I reach my destiny. There's beauty in the unknown. There's beauty up in my bones. There's power up in my skull. There's power up in black folks. Black trucks and chains and tight ropes won't stop us. Resilience lies in the spirit, and I know you can hear it. Took a long time to get to a place where I can say I'm happy in my own space. Where I can say I found God in myself. I love you fiercely. I love you fiercely. I love myself. I wrote a letter to my former self. I put it on a high shelf. And with the mind, God, I said he ordered my steps a little left. He wrote me saying, can you save me from my demons, Lord? Yeah. Can you save me? I wish I could live like the people I see on TV. I wish I could live like the people I see in movies. But I can't find that the way they live is in reality. So I give it all. Please save me, yeah. Please save me, yeah. Please save me, oh. Please save me, save me, save me. Please save me, save me, save me. please save me.
Yeah. So that saved me.
Oh, yeah, come through with
like I
that
said-
production.
Hey.
That track was
I appreciate
insane.
I appreciate
Yes.
it so much. I felt in my head, to be honest, I was like, oh, this over the place. A lot of my stuff was like muted. I'm like, damn. But nah. Thank y'all though. I appreciate the love. So I have one more song, and then I'm getting out y'all's ways. And I'm very excited to see other people on the lineup. This last song, I'm gonna plug it real quick. It's called Say You Love Me. I wrote it a couple months ago. This final version is gonna feature Daniella Hope, who will also be singing later. Will feature Daniella Hope. Mark Lagande has agreed to play bass on it, which I absolutely love. And a friend of mine, good friend of mine from Longy's program named Akil Gopal, who is a trumpet player and a composer, very incredible artist, teaching artist, scholar, activist, and musician, and just all around dope person. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna get my stuff together real quick, sing this song, and then I will get out the way. One more time, my Cash App is #Andre Jamal. Venmo is Andre Jamal as well.
You better tell him.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, just reinforce it. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I've been searching over for love, a love that's true. How the track sound? That's good. True. I've been waiting for love, someone like you. Yeah. Now, baby, I never was the type to fall in love, but you opened up my eyes. I see a little more. I'm so insecure when you hold me. I am sure your love, it feels so pure. Wanna see you love me. Oh, love me. Oh, love me. Oh, love me. Love me. Say you love me, love me. Love me, love me. Oh, love me, love me. Wanna see you love me, love me. Oh, love me, love me. Oh, all I'm asking from you hold me like you always do, and love me till the end of time. Still giving me butterflies. Say you make me a better me, and our love will always be endless possibilities. You are the reason why I sing. Say, baby, when you touch me and you kiss me sweetly. Say you love me fiercely. Wanna see you love me, yeah. Love me, yeah. Oh, love me. Wanna see you love me. Ooh, love me, love me. Oh, love me, love me. Wanna hear you love me, love me. Yeah, love me, love me, love me, love me. Say you love me, love me. Oh, love me. Oh, love me. Oh, love me. Love me. Say you love me, yeah. Oh, love me. Oh, won't you say you love me, yeah. Oh, love me. Oh, won't you say you love me, yeah. Oh, won't you say, love me, love me, love me, love me. Say it, say it, say you love me, yeah, yeah. Say it, say it, say you love me, yeah, yeah. Say it, say it, say you love me, yeah, yeah. Love me, love me. Say yeah, yeah. Oh, love me, you love me, you love me, yeah. Love me, say you love me, say you love me, yeah. Oh, love me, yeah. Oh, oh, love me, oh, love me. Oh, love me, you say you love me, yeah. Oh, love me, yeah. Oh, love me, yeah. Oh, love me, yeah. Oh, yeah. So
Are you
that
kidding?
song.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh my God. Okay, first of all, he's singing to somebody. And if you are that somebody, you better say you love him. Because if you don't, somebody else will. Okay? Because he is singing to somebody. Andre, that is how you start a show. Period. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Y'all hit him up with some donations. Please Venmo, Cash App, please. Oh my God, that was so good. Thank you so much. That is how you start a dang show. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, yes. So next up on our lineup, we have an amazing poet, amazing writer, who's also crafting an amazing digital platform on Instagram, which we'll talk about in our interview. But from the Cleveland area, please give it up for Diwe.
Hi. Everyone. So good to be with everybody. So honored to be welcomed into the space with so many amazing artists. Thank you so much, Max, for organizing this. It's just been so beautiful. Thank you so much for Andre. Beautiful, beautiful music that you're sharing. I'm gonna be reading a poem, and then I'm gonna read a little bit from a paper that I wrote for Black Feminist Theory that I took this past semester. This is gonna be my first time like openly sharing prose, I guess. So that'll be interesting. I don't really know if I have the right way to describe that, but it won't be a poem, so that's new, I guess. Okay, so I wrote this for my friends. I was listening to some music that reminds me of them and I was inspired, so I wrote this poem. Actually, I was visiting Oberlin recently and I wrote it on a house porch, so it was just me feeling at home. Okay. When I say or sing, I hope your flowers bloom. What I mean is, I hope you get to be 5'6" or whatever your dream height is. I hope you grow in all the ways you're afraid to admit, in all the ways you don't know we need to. Because what I really mean is we. I can't wish anything for you that I wouldn't for me. I hope you find freedom and snatch it from the motherfucker who's been keeping it from you. I hope you share it with others. I hope you fall in love with yourself and that's enough. I hope you never stop learning even when it frustrates you. I hope you find a bed for your anger and don't sleep with it unless you want to. I hope you don't have to smack a bitch today. I hope you ain't ever afraid to rap it. I hope you're never a normal girl. I hope you're the first with the cool and the jump, but with the left. Oh, I hope you're the first with the cool and the jump, but with the left and the right too. I hope that you're always protected and protecting. I hope you nurture your roots in trunks and branches and blooms.
Let's go.
Yes. Diwe, let me talk to you for a second because I actually first met you as an actor because you were in Small Talk your first semester and I was the sound designer and you were in it and you were so amazing. And I was like, this first year has got some acting talent, okay? And then I saw you in Grand Slam and I was like, oh, come on, multifaceted, yes. And then I saw you in the Winter Turn Main Stage, Collective Rage. Oh my God, that was amazing. That was so amazing. So clearly you have a variety of talents. So please tell the people a bit about them, who you are, what you do, and how they can support you in your artistry.
Okay. Well, I'm Diwe. I use they, them pronouns. I'm from Cleveland. I'm a theater major. So yes, acting is one of my many passions and pursuits, I guess. I don't know. The world of what acting and theater will look like in the future is kind of unshaped at the moment, but I'm excited to like be a part of that. And I'm trying to help facilitate conversations around like creating that world with this platform that I have been co-creating with my friend Banu down there.
Yes, talk about it.
It's called Burn Bars on Instagram. Our Instagram @ is Bars Burn. Either one, it doesn't really matter. They both basically mean the same thing, which is Black untold radical narratives by Black art radicals, a series. And we are on Instagram right now, and we are hosting lives bi-weekly, tri-weekly, monthly, when we feel like it, inviting different Black artists, centering and amplifying the voices of Black women, especially Black trans women, Black queer people. And yeah, we're just out here trying to bring us back together the way that you are right now, just trying to reconnect a community that was dispersed unexpectedly. And
yes, yes, you are.
Way, maybe
yes.
So, yeah.
Yes. And let me just say, the first episode y'all had on July 4th, that was the first time I've ever felt like celebrating on July 4th. Like, I actually felt like I felt so liberated and so free that episode, just like watching the space that y'all were creating. I was like, this is independence, okay? This is freedom, period. So thank y'all for crafting that space, and please continue to craft that space. And if you're watching and do not follow Burn Bars, you better go and follow Burn Bars because that space is so important and so needed. So please support that effort, period.
So much.
Yes, yes, please continue.
That was the goal. So I'm really glad that that was communicated. Okay, I think I'm gonna get into my longer spiel and get into this paper. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna get into it. In response to the deaths of Oluwatoyin Salau, Breonna Taylor, Tony McDade, George Floyd, Tamir Rice, Trayvon Martin, and Sandra Bland. Damn, I shouldn't know these names like this. I shouldn't know these names. Not like this. We're sorry the fight isn't won. Even though you've given everything to it, we are still fighting. We will not forget you. We will say your name. This is not a thank you for your service. We are not using you as a bridge to a world you cannot see. You will see this world with us. You are with us. I walk with you, not for you. I fight with you, not for you. We fight together against the monster of America and its parents, patriarchy and white supremacy, greed and death. In response to all those who have survived and still fight or have tapped out, and those who are tapping in, those on the sidelines itching for glory, Audre Lorde teaches us that we were never meant to survive. You must read Audre Lorde. She has said everything you need to hear in order to survive yourself. I needed to hear her in order to survive myself. This world is coming for us, and the scariest part is they don't care how much you do or don't know. They will kill you if you have a PhD in this shit or not. They won't care if you know how to shoot a gun or if you have one. They will see you as a threat. So learn as much as you can. Arm yourself. Act in defiance as much as you can. It is in our nature. We have always resisted. I am my Haitian ancestors. I am my Jamaican ancestors. I am American by birth and osmosis. I am the burnt waffle edges that got me lashed in the yard. I am the poison in master's tea and the coal in his boots on Christmas. I'm the tired wrist and the last dagger forced to draw white blood on the shore, still slicing. We can all be these things together. Find how you can help. Find where you can help. My little sister Issa is a sneaky fire starter. My older sister Fola is healing our minds for battle. My place in the revolution is in the daycare, teaching the children they will reign, singing them lullabies, guarding the door, shooting back. This time spent facing the global, political, personal, and public health crisis has taught me that I won't have time to write in the revolution, and that means I won't be a writer. The revolution will be and is transforming us all into the beasts we need to be. While I'm still home and single and childless and safe, I must write out my darker places. I must name these unknown acts and attitudes that know me so well and wear me so fittingly. My silence will not protect you, and yours isn't protecting anyone. So pick up a pen before you're forced to hold the gun. Little Sonia. My parents named me Diwe Sonia Augustine Glaive. Yes, my mother was one of those women. Yes, I have her to thank. I love how my name fills up a mouth and spans an entire alphabet. Diwe means beloved, Sonia means wisdom, Augustine means great, and Glaive means cliff. Beloved wisdom, great cliff. I suppose the poet in me should have something remarkable to offer about this, but I am Black and tired, and half these names were branded onto my ancestors' stolen bodies without any say in the matter. I'm sure one day I will produce some soul-striking commentary on its irony or prophecy, but Diwe, Sonia, Augustine Glaive will have to suffice for now. There's great intention that goes into naming a child. There are millions of names and millions of languages, and today there's an eagerness in new parents to search through the quirkiest aspects of our humanhood and name their children after what they find there, like apples in Vegas. But there's something sacred in returning to your tree and gifting your fruit with a name that knows its place there. It is a promise of belonging, a gift of familiarity. Sonia is my grandmother's name, my father's mother. My older sister, Fola Shade, has my mother's name. My mother's name, Noeline. My little sister's middle name is Rose, after my mother's aunt, Rosalie. My family calls me Little Sonia. I am ashamed to admit I took offense to this as a kid. I didn't want to be anything like my grandmother. I saw her as cold and unimpassioned, nothing like my grandfather, whom everyone loved and held in high regard. But as I grew closer to my grandmother in height and understanding, she grew beyond her hard exterior. She's the same intelligent, authoritative woman she has always been, but I watched her smile and her expressions of love grow with us. Now, when I'm called Little Sonia, I blush with gratitude. I hug my grandmother and say, yes, that's me. This is my poem from one day. I have the Glaives to thank for my high expectations, rarely met, often exceeded in failed attempts. Still, I am loved. Still, I draw wisdom from the tree to the mess of the world. Greatness lies within you. Don't believe the lies within you. The trees have eyes and they see you are not the lies you tell yourself. I was once a lie, I was told. A tight mold I grew out of quickly. Not quick enough. I'm not quick for fun, I'm on the run. I can't stop and smell the flowers, I'll get it from the breeze. I'm breaking all the knees, blessing every sneeze, running from the bees till the end. At last. I too have been caught in the myth of love. I have drowned in my own yearning, as all my queer ancestors have. We are designed to withstand the torment of unrelenting desire. There's a very pervasive and dangerous myth that leads people to believe love from another person is the key to freedom and happiness. I too have been a victim of this brainwashing. I use my body and my voice and my words to stay woke, but I must admit, there are nights I cannot sleep without dreaming of my desire. Their laugh and smile, the curve of their shoulder, their hands reaching towards mine. In flashing images, I'm led back to slumber. But these desires do not have a body nor words. That is what I possess. This fantasy does not have a past to reckon with or future they must speak into existence. This desire is a program designed to keep me asleep, blindly searching for another incomplete piece to complete me. But I hold all my broken bits. The key to my freedom is already in me, and this mythological love will not be the door, nor the handle, or waiting on the other side. That's what I've got.
Ooh.
Y'all.
Oh my God.
Listening, it was very long, but.
Diwe, no, that was, thank you. Thank you. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Pay up, pay up.
Yes. No, seriously, pay up. Cash App is in their username. You better hit them up with donations. Oh my God, Diwe.
Should I like post my Venmo somewhere? I couldn't fit it all in here.
Oh, what's your Venmo? I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, I'll type it out.
Yes. But again, thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
listening.
Oh my God. I'm telling y'all, this Black excellence in this lineup. Whoo, Lord. Okay, pasting your Venmo, and then we will keep things moving. Oh my God, yes, okay. Hold on. Got it, okay, great. Thank you so much. That was so amazing, thank you.
Thanks again for.
Yes. All right, now, this next performer, y'all who know me know that I am a singer, have been my whole life. And I love writing for singers. I love arranging for singers. I love working with singers. And I've heard a lot of great singers in my time. When I tell y'all that this next singer is one of my favorite, has one of my favorite tones of anyone I've ever met, I do not take that lightly. Like, oh God, I need y'all to make sure that every distraction that could possibly get in the way of you hearing her are away, okay? Like, because the way that this singer makes me feel, I can't even fully describe it in words, but like, oh my, she is special for so many reasons. And I am just so excited for y'all to hear and for y'all to take it all in, because she knows what she's doing with that voice, okay? Period. Georgia Heers, give it to the people.
Listen, I'm gonna need to get off of here because that whole, listen, you have been amazing this whole night. I just want to like give claps to you, Max, because you've been killing it, and the way that you uplift others in the community is truly what we need now and always, seriously. But also, wow, Daniella's comment says, "You are amazing, literally in my feels." Diwe, I am in my feels right now. Like I do not know how to perform right now because that was amazing, but I'm gonna channel that energy and the energy that Andre was giving. Wow, thank you guys. Thank you so much, Max. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all what you said, but I know that I'm happy to be here. And okay, I'm nervous too. I'm really nervous because I feel like, I don't know how y'all have felt, but like, I feel like this past, I don't know, 4 months, however much time it's been just been like me and my music inside my head. and nowhere else. And so it can be frightening to share it with other people, to share that art that's been inside your head for so long, because you're like, is this good? I mean, like, I've just been hearing it. I don't know if like, is this necessary? Like, do they need this? But thank you for giving me this platform. Seriously, this is amazing. So should I just start? Should I just?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna start with I really only have 2 songs to perform right now, but the first one is an original, and I performed it a couple weeks ago with this really awesome festival called Bay Festival, put on by Derek Spicelo, aka Spicelo, and that was also a really beautiful environment to like share our music and hear other people's music. Some people in this Zoom were in it. Andre, that was amazing. But so I performed it there, and I was talking about how that song, I wrote this song at the beginning of quarantine. And the song's kind of about just like going through it and also really not being done with going through it. Because I feel like all the songs I want to write are like after I'm done with like this whatever. And I'm like, wow, so glad it's over. But like I was still in it the moment I was, or the moment I was writing it. And so that's why this song has kind of evolved, or has maintained its meaning throughout these months, because like as Black people, we are all still very much in it. And I get mad sometimes because people who are not Black don't have to be in it. You know, it's a choice. Whereas like we wake up and like, okay, here it's again. But it's also like, okay, like this is good. But so I was singing this song recently and feeling like, okay, it really applies to how I feel, because maybe it's okay to not be like through something or better, but just going through it for the purpose of bettering yourself and growing as a human being. And so I'll try to sing this song with that in mind. Trouble is regret that like a sea surrounds, and trouble is my mind that would rather sink and drown, yeah. Trouble is my heart that, hey, hurts without a cause trouble seems to find me, yeah. Trouble knows no lies, 'cause if you want it, then just do it. Come on, just get through it. What is in the way? So if you want it, then just do it. Just get through it. What is in the way? Yeah, trouble just keeps getting on my back. No, trouble ain't cutting me no slack. Yeah, trouble just keeps getting on my back and reminds me of the things I lack. Yeah, trouble just keeps getting on my back. No, trouble ain't cutting me no slack. Yeah, trouble. Hey, yeah. Seems like I've been waiting, I've been patient, waiting for the time when I get up out my mind and figure out how to go about this thing called life. But the timing never seems to work, yeah, it must be a time warp. I'ma get close to the sun, I'ma get close to the moon, but time doesn't work like that. No, time won't wait for me. Time doesn't work like that. Time won't wait for me. Oh, sing it again. Time doesn't work like that. Yeah. Time won't wait for me. Yeah. Time doesn't work like that. No, time won't wait for me.
Girl, come on.
If you want it, then just do it. Hey, just get through it. What is in the way? So if you want it, then just do it. Come on, just get through it. What is in the way? Yeah, trouble just keeps getting on my back. Yeah, no trouble ain't cutting me no slack. Yeah, trouble just keeps getting on my back. Woo. Yeah, trouble just keeps getting on my back. Yeah. Woo. Oh, trouble just keeps on my back and reminds me of the things I like. La 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 oh. Like la 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 la
Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Do y'all hear what I'm trying to say?
Oh my God, in the
What
room.
did I tell y'all, okay? What did I say? The tone, the range, the storytelling, the way that you went from that like very high note to the low note in like
That's right.
a second. I said,
It drop on Spotify.
Georgia.
Khalil is trying to break down this box.
Georgia
Oh.
Heers is no joke, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, Georgia. I have so many things to say to you. First of all, are you from this planet? Second, I was actually watching Bayfest that night, and you mentioned in the interview that you had a project that you're working on, and I need to know. The people need to know too, the audience, but more importantly, me. I need to know when, where, what it is. I need to know all the details because whatever Georgia is producing, I need to consume it. Period. What is happening with that?
Okay, well, so hopefully by the end of this summer, I will have a sort of, I don't want to call it like an album or anything, but it's gonna be like several songs, 5+ songs, and they're gonna be released on SoundCloud, and then there's gonna be one additional song, and I'm really excited about that one, but that one is going to have hopefully some visuals with it too. So, but this all, y'all, we got like, I've been thinking we have more time than we have. We have like not a lot of time before the school starts. So hopefully that is coming out soon. But yeah, you can check me out on SoundCloud, Georgia John Music, I think it is. Yes, so that'll be coming out.
Y'all better do it. Listen,
Give me
your
life,
SoundCloud.
Give me life.
Lord, y'all need to go and find that SoundCloud, okay? Because there's one track on there, Racing Road. Lord, that track. Oh, that track. That track just, it takes me out every single time. Y'all need to go and support. Hit up that Cash App. Send her some tips. Give her some love because the artistry in this woman.
Girl, I'm finna send you some money.
Right. Georgia, you are amazing. Also, you were the first, and I guess only person only vocalist from Sonny Rollins at Oberlin. Talk a bit about that and what that has been like, because that is some serious shit.
Yeah, that has been that's been a really amazing opportunity and really interesting too, because because I've had to navigate like, also I think Daniella can relate. Our program, the vocal program, the jazz voice program, is not old at all. It's quite new, and so navigating that has been challenging and also really interesting. But the ensemble, the first year I was in it, we got to go to New York and actually perform at this amazing club, Dizzy's, and it was just, I think it was like one of my first experiences performing like with a group. And I think that's why I, as much as it pains me, I have to put my stuff out there, and I have to, and like we all have to do it, because performing and showing and sharing our stuff makes us better. Like when I had that first opportunity to be like, oh shoot, okay, this could really flop, or this could be amazing, I grew like crazy. So that was really amazing. Yeah, and I'm really thankful to be a part of that experience.
Yes. Oh my God. Please continue, because I'm just in a spirit right now, and I just need more. I'm just such in a zone right now, and I need you to keep uplifting it, please.
Okay. Well, this next one is actually a cappella. And I wasn't sure if I should do it, because my set is kind of like low energy. But I think it can go along with everybody. Like we're all complimenting each other. So this one is a cappella, and it's actually a standard. It's like an already written song. It's a jazz standard. It's called Come Sunday. And it's a gorgeous song, and it just brings me a lot of peace. And I feel like it's kind of fitting for especially now. And what was I going to say about it? Oh, okay. So Duke Ellington, composer, pianist, wrote this tune, and then he had Mahalia Jackson sing on it in this album called Black, Brown, and Beige. I think it's in that order. Yeah. But Mahalia Jackson sang on it. If y'all haven't, I feel like y'all have heard of Mahalia Jackson, but everyone who's watching, check her out. She's an amazing, she was like pioneer gospel singer, amazing voice. And so she does this version where it's a cappella and it's just her. And I was like, yo, I gotta try it. So I'm gonna do it a cappella, and I hope you enjoy. I'm gonna drink some water first. Okay. Yes, gotta hydrate. Lord, dear Lord of love, God Almighty, God above, please look down and see my people through. God, dear God of love, God Almighty, God above, please look down and see my people through. I believe the sun and moon will shine up in the sky. And when the day is gray, I know it's just clouds passing by. He'll give peace and comfort to every troubled mind. Come Sunday, that's the day. Often we feel weary, but he knows our every care. him in secret. He will heed your every prayer. Lilies of the valley, they neither toil or spin, and flowers bloom in spring and birds sing. Come Sunday, that's come Sunday, come Sunday, come Sunday, come Sunday, come Sunday, that's the day.
Girl, I want to throw a shoe at you.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Lord, I was saying earlier, thank God for turning your mic off in Zoom, because she knows that
Shout out,
whenever I see her perform, I'm always hooting and hollering and jumping around because I just cannot contain myself. Georgia, oh my God, y'all need to hit her up with these donations and this support, because she is seriously no joke. This vocal control is just, I lose my mind. Do you teach lessons, by the way?
I do teach lessons. I will teach you, Diwe. Yes, answer.
You better. I'm gonna hit you up after this, because please talk. I got some things to ask you.
All y'all, lessons for free. Come on.
Please.
We'll just hang out.
Thousands. Like,
you will be hearing from me.
Hearing from me.
Please. You be hearing from me, Andre.
Oh my God,
Thank
Georgia, thank you so much. Hit her
Thank
up with
you.
donations, lesson requests, because she knows what she's doing with that throat, period, okay? And that is that on that. Oh my God, thank you so much, Georgia, seriously.
Thank you.
Now, next up, I keep saying that this panel, this lineup is full of multi-talented people, right? And this next act is going to close Act 1. This next act is certainly no exception to that, okay? This man is a collaborator of mine on so many different mediums, and I feel like, just share a brain, because just the way that him and I have collaborated in the past, oh my God, he's just so brilliant, and there's just so many facets to his creativity that continually inspire me on a day-to-day basis. So I need y'all to give a warm welcome to an amazing poet, among many other things to talk about later, Cyril Amanfo.
Hello.
Woo!
What's up? Oh God, can y'all hear me? You good? Wow. I don't really know how I'm supposed to do this anymore. After the 3 performances that just happened, now I'm kind of
You don't stop, boy. Do your thing.
Join this live. This is an incredible platform. Max, the way your brain works is just, I envy it straight up. This just, even you texting me when you first had this idea, and just bringing this together, and the passion and the excitement, we really do have to give you all the props for that. This wouldn't be happening without you. It's just
yeah.
So we gotta talk about that. Can I just say, before I do anything, I am like in the top 3 fans of every single person on this Zoom.
Period.
Like Andre, Diwe, Georgia. that there's nothing that I could say that would do what y'all just did justice. So I'm not gonna say anything. Y'all see it. Just make sure you hit those cash apps. That's all I have to say. So I'm gonna stand. I have a few poems to recite, to spit, however you see fit.
Let's go standing poet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna go right in, and then we'll talk later. There ain't no chains on me. I grew up with zip ties around my throat, and my mama cut them off every day. She wanted me to sing songs of redemption in hopes that I'd change the tune, my black heroine who saved me from slavery. I learned everything from the spirit of a black woman. My mother, my sister, my stark sunset symphony, gospel singers and blues beats. And there ain't no chains on me. I danced the two-step slave shuffle to the beat of my own persecution until I learned to make my own music. Learned it from the zip-tied lips of a black woman struggling to make a sound. And there ain't no strings on me. I am not a puppet, and I don't intend to act like one. I act as I've been taught from the spirit of a black woman, the only spirit that has carried us to Jordan, the sole reason that any one of us can breathe. Touch knee to the floor and cast your gaze upon her. Thank her, revere her, and when you wake up without chains, remember the reason why.
Fran, come on.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
Wow.
He was acting all shy and nervous. Was like, I know how to follow this. This is so crazy. And then you just come and do that. See, this is what I'm talking about. You know what? Give me a second to brag on you for a second. I want people to know who you really are. Okay. So, first of all, Equilibrium, right? Let's talk about it, right? So, Equilibrium was a show that Cyril wrote last summer that was produced by OSTA, Student Theater Association at Oberlin, last fall. And I had the distinct honor of being sound designer, sound engineer for the show. And let me just tell y'all a bit about the many gifts that were displayed from Cyril in this one production, okay? Prepare yourselves, this is a long list, okay? So this man, he wrote the show, okay, period. He directed said show, period. He choreographed many, many numbers in the show, period. He wrote some songs that were featured in the show, singer-songwriter in these streets as well. He was also in the show as an actor and a dancer and a singer. So that's already like so many things, plus poetry that you've seen is amazing. And on top of all of that, he is also a neuroscience major in the college. So what I'm trying to tell y'all is that the multi-talent in this one human is actually unfair. And my question for you is just, are you gonna leave any bit of talent for the rest of us? I feel like you just sapped every possible avenue of talent and just put it all into one being. And that is just not okay.
Well, here's the thing about that. Part of my biggest call, I think, to life is I'm a storyteller. And whatever medium that takes is what I want to produce it in. And so all of these different things that I have interest in and that I want to do, my aim is to tell the stories that don't get told. You know what I mean? The stories that people don't necessarily want to hear. So when I wrote it, I was trying to write about those things in the back of your head that, those little voices that tell you this and that every day that you don't want to hear, that you don't want to give a platform to. I believe as soon as you give something a platform, you say it out loud, something in your head, you say it out loud, it loses power over you. So all those little things that are telling you that you can't and that you're not good enough or whatever, as soon as you address those, they lose their power immediately. And so I want to tell the type of stories that get people to have those conversations so that those things lose their power over them. And I couldn't do it without just an amazing background and support from, even people in this call, and just, it's all about community. You can't do all the things that you just said without people backing you up, because trust me, Max, I had no idea how to do most of the things I had to do with sound in that show. Like, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have heard a lot of things you just said. So it's all about support. It's all about support.
Oh my God. You are so incredible. Oh my God. Now, let me ask you this too, because I know you have so many things in the works, both mentally and like literally in the works. So please talk about some of your things you're working on at any degree, because there are so many that I've heard about already that you need to share with the people.
Oh, what's coming next? Well, now I have to find a way to collab with everybody in here. Um, that's new on the list. Before I even talk about it, all of my good ideas come from the shower. I just have to throw that out there. I have to thank my shower head because trust me, I would not like all these things in the works would not exist if I didn't take showers at 10:30 p.m. What's in the works? I'm working on rewriting a musical I wrote during the first 3 weeks of quarantine. It was called House of Gold. I think I'm going to change the name to Olympus. It is this musical that I'm hoping to cast completely Black and POC about Greek mythology. It is a retelling and a reimagining of the love story between Aphrodite and Hephaestus with a whole bunch of other gods in the mix. We deal with that love story. We deal with power dynamics. We deal with class and all those different things. So that is being rewritten now. I want to make it a lot more fun. I want to, tell a story where you see Black people on stage having fun. That doesn't happen a lot. A lot of you hear like, oh, Black people are going through this and going through that. And yeah, we do, but like that doesn't mean that we don't have fun. I'm working on putting together a poetry book. We'll see how that goes. Of just all of the things that I write. I'm looking towards dropping a little bit of music, maybe like a quarantine EP type of thing. I started pulling songs for that the other day. A whole lot of choreography. I am actually soon, very, very soon, will be dropping this online series called Being Black, where, you just it's like a quarantine film where people, people just get to talk to the camera and talk about their lives and things like that. So lots of things. Lots of thoughts, but again, have to collab. So they'll be.
Hope y'all caught all of that. He said a recording project, an EP or an album. He said an original musical he's working on, a poetry book, and a quarantine web series. Now, the ambition in this one human, it just lights me up inside because I'm sitting here in my bed watching Netflix every day. And then I see you out here with like 4 projects in the works. And I'm like, who am I and what am I doing? Because I need to check myself. Oh my God. You are grinding on a constant basis. So just shout out to you for all of that. Y'all better follow all his social media. Poems I Write at Midnight on Instagram is his poetry page. CN Amanfo on Instagram's personal page. Y'all better consume all of his media in all of its forms because there's too much to not consume, okay? There's too much out there to be acting blind to his art, period. And don't forget, Venmo, Cash App is on his screen. Send him some love. And with that, Cyril, take the stage.
Okay. Ooh. All right, so I have 4 more little poems. That last poem was called No Chains. I had to start with that one because I owe everything I am to a Black woman, and we should all make way more of an effort to take care of Black women because all of us owe everything that we are to a Black woman. So that's that.
Period.
This next poem is called Crayola 64 Pack. It's just a story about who I am in my life, I guess. When I was little, I used to color outside the lines. I used to dance in snowstorms and I thought I could save the world in a snapback cap. I was Black, but bursting with separate shades. Everything about me was electric blue, lavender and lilac, forest green and crimson, chartreuse, as I monologued through the monochrome pages, no strings on me. I grew up against my will, of course. I wake up, landlocked between the lines, illegible cries sustain me through my crisis. They press up against me like prison bars. They detail one skinny path. Dirt roads lined with broken glass and biohazard. I step in the footsteps that walked this path before me, and I don't dare break the chain. I stay within the monotone melody, for if not, I'll find my face pressed up against the prison bars, lines growing inches and becoming steel. Now I'm all dark-skinned gray, dirty eggshell, light charcoal, and just dust. When I was little, I was like the Crayola 64 pack with the sharpener in the back. Iron sharpened iron and watercolored love leaks from the cardboard. Back when I could love anybody. Back when I colored outside the lines and framed it on the fridge. Now, my coloring books look like history books. Printing press schemes and wheels. Now the only thing about me is my strings. And how they color for me. And how they keep me inside the lines.
Let's go.
Oh,
Yes, sir. Oh my God. Yes.
I have to say, just looking at all y'all on the Zoom is giving me life right now. It's so weird. Really is weird performing without an audience, but like, you know, this is a career, you know, you share art the way you can. So I'm really happy to be here.
Period.
Touch just slightly on a little bit of my process. All of these poems that I write, I get on Instagram, I type some stuff up and I post it. So all of these came straight from Instagram. It's all freestyle. There's no editing. And this is just like, so I just want, like, it's a raw just dump of all of my thoughts and emotions. So that being said, definitely take your time with it, you know, breathe through it. Here we go. This poem is called Pleasant and Playful. I caught my shadow hiding on the corner of Pleasant and Playful. And it was at first, and then it wasn't. Something found its way past his withering defenses. Something got underneath his non-existent skin with a see-through shot at his cloudy body. Black fog set in like the ghosts of all his secrets. They smudged out the street signs. My shadow bent over on the corner of Peasant and Painful, doubled over, so make it times two. Double the times you felt it too, and double the times I ran from you. I read the street signs like an autobiography. I read the red mixing with the black like watercolors, red vision like single colors, primary, red blue, red yellow, red red, red dread, red breath, red death like a sunset over hell, red set like the sunset on the hill that my shadow was kneeling on. Red like his palms from feeling on broken ceramic promises. I'm positive the street signs have changed again. Present and pleading, presently bleeding, blacked out but breathing, pulsing, beating, growing and shrinking like a shadow in the sunset of the hills of hell, doubled over so make it times four, 2 times more than before, quadruple the time I spent on this poem, quadruple the time that you took to know him, quadruple the street signs arranged in my head, and quadruple the planes that my shadow died in.
Come on.
Let's go.
Ooh, okay. So
Feel that.
I'm a big Disney fan for people who don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't know, but so, you know, the imagery of the shadow and Peter Pan and just like youth and childhood and just, you know, how, you know, I grew up very fast and Black people in general are forced to grow up very fast in this country. I think it's very important to, you know, think about that and reflect on that. I have 2 more and then we're going to get to this intermission. This poem is called I Can't Breathe. I can't breathe. Make it like a hashtag, wear it on a t-shirt, but in this house, it's the reality. They tattooed it on my lungs so every inhale is joined by the black ink and black molds seared into my black body. They say any poem can be black. They say any poem can be beautiful, just make it black. Fill it with smoke and greenhouse gases, throw it in a cage, padlocked with dollar signs and mortgages, and tell it that it's beautiful. Nurture it with last year's leftovers and skin-toned water from the rusted pipes of the Black Revolution. It's a Black revelation and reveal to us that any graveyard can be beautiful. Just make it black. Make it a labyrinth and send in the dogs. Teach us that we're living on borrowed time and time is of the essence, but the essence is not of time because we don't have any of that left. Our essences of imagination, dreaming futile dreams for future Black bayonets, weaponized to conquer a world burning without us. Fill it with fire and smoke and greenhouse gases, throw it in a cage with bonds and billions and other things that start with B, but don't forget beautiful. Never forget beautiful, for when there's sugar in your body, you don't notice the poison. And when there's honey in your bloodstream, you don't notice the poison. And when there's vanilla in your veins, you don't notice the poison. And when there's cinnamon in your cell walls, you don't notice the poison. And when there's molasses in your sinuses, you won't notice the poison. You can't notice the poison and you can't feel the fire, but guess what? You're burning. Starting from your lungs until it captures every bump along the burgundy shadow. Crimson is the boy who cried wolf. Broiled are the pigs, yet the wolf himself is safe. Pristine. There are dimes dropping from his double chin, but they melt before they reach us. The world looks pretty on fire. Beautiful, even, when garnished with the flesh of the revolution. Bayonets in a worthless war. The fire works its way across our history until it sparks against your lungs, and you can taste the black mold, and you can trace your tattoo. Then you realize that you can't breathe.
Come on, come on.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Oh, wow. Okay. I've got one more. Before I do it, I really want to express my gratitude for everybody in this Zoom, for everybody watching. You know, this labor doesn't come for free. That's why the Cash Apps are there.
Say it again.
That's why the Cash Apps are there. You know, the world doesn't the world doesn't move without Black art. And that's full stop. There's no questions. I'm not debating it. The world doesn't move without Black art. And, you know, this is a prime example. So for everyone who has gone before me, for everyone who is going after me, make sure you hit those Cash Apps. Make sure you follow their medias. Make sure you push Black art just as much as you push Black suffering. That wasn't even the
Bars.
You better write that down.
That's not even the poem. All right. This poem is called Traffic Stop. Thank you for listening to me, and we've got a hell of a show coming up, Act 2. I had a daydream of my future when blue lights filled my rear view. I searched for words, looked through gospels and sermons, and only found 2. I'm next. So know that as you see me here, I'm living on borrowed time, hourglass tipped with the red ash of my ancestors, Twitter eulogy waiting in the drafts. I've been drafted to a war I never asked for. It's revolting that my mama won't find my body until the video comes out. It's revolting that Black is bleak in the eyes of Father Time. His agents play judge, jury, and executioner like clockwork, tick-tock, ticking boxes, filling quotas, digging graves in the center of Main Street, garnished with the red ash that followed me from Africa, embedded in my pores, so no matter where my blood is spilled, I'll be buried with my ancestors. I wonder what God will say when he hugs me. Maybe he'll shrug and tell me you were next, a plot point in the horror film that I wish I walked out of. I'm next. Tell my family that I love them, my whole family, everyone I've ever met, the people that I wish I kissed, the people who spit in my drinks, the poisonous and the precious. Tell them I love them. Tell them I'm next. Tell them I'm sorry, that I'm sorry to have loved them on borrowed time. Then the lights drove past me, chasing the speeding white man ahead. And I broke down on the side of the road. That's my set. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Boy. Oh my God.
Wow.
I literally am hot. Like, I am physically hot because you just took me to a place and wow. Boy, you better write in here. You better write, sir. Oh my God. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my God. I need to sit with these feelings for a second. So we are right on time for intermission. Please take this time to use the bathroom, get a drink, donate to these performers and to the GoFundMe, which is in the description on YouTube and in the chat on Facebook. Yes, and we need to take a break so I can sit with these feelings that Cyril just put in me. Oh my God. Yes. Okay, we will be back shortly. Thank you all so much. Be back soon. Okay.
Woo! Wow.
I know.
Yeah, that first half, y'all fucking did that. Y'all are amazing. Thank you for that energy.
Y'all were
Georgia.
so good.
Girl.
No,
Jesus.
Y'all were freaking insane.
I was like, first of all, I was getting this food together and I was like, I will not be smacking on lives. So I'm gonna turn my video off, definitely. But putting the food together, I was like, oh, wait a second.
Y'all,
I
I'm
was
trying to
like
get some food
screaming
right now.
in the kitchen. My mom was like, what's going on with you? I was like, you need to be on the Zoom right now. That's where you need to be.
I have a question. Do your vocal cords, are they arranged in a different way? Because like go from up here and then come back down here and then go back. I was like, excuse me.
That prose piece was different, yo. That was different. That was so good. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I would love
Y'all killed it. That was the most amazing thing ever. So thank you. That was beautiful.
Diwe, that essay that you shared? Yeah, yo.
Different.
Crazy, amazing.
Like, this isn't a poem, but it was a poem. And it was an essay also. When you were just flowing like,
literally.
Oh my goodness.
Different. It was different.
Thank you. Thanks.
I'm so inspired by y'all. Y'all are crazy. Oh my gosh. I'm so nervous. Y'all are killing
so
it right
many
now.
people next door and even gone. Yeah, like oh my god. Wow. Oh my gosh.
Andre, can we go back to that "Tell Me That You Love Me" track? When that drops, just send me.
Friend, I'm trying to have it be our generation's like wedding song a little bit. Like I'm like, I want somebody to walk down the aisle, see their little babe, and start crying. Like that's the goal. Like that, I want it. Like I want it.
Just send me the link. I got you. Wow.
I needed this so much. Like, thank all of y'all who've gone so far. I'm excited to see the rest of y'all too, because it's just so good.
Come on, Act 2.
Literally, me. I'm about to get comfy. I'm about to get some food. I'm about to like.
Child, I did the same thing. I changed. I was like, well, I'm done. So let me sit back.
We're getting ready for this. Ooh.
Y'all, oh my God. This is crazy. This is crazy.
This is you, Max.
Right.
Listen,
yes.
I am just part of the equation, okay? Y'all are bringing the talent and the energy. I am just part of the equation. You know,
the equation doesn't move without you.
Listen.
Have the numbers, but if we ain't got the equal sign,
these are facts.
Wait, how long is intermission?
Like 2 more minutes, maybe.
Okay,
yeah. Also, Cyril, Justin Emeka just said, "Come see me."
Say less.
Hit him up.
Period.
Hit him up.
Period. Girl, get you a job. Okay.
Yes.
Email right now. You think I'm playing?
Oh my God. This is so crazy.
Max, I'm very proud of you, friend. Like, for real.
Oh, stop that.
So good.
Stop always. That. I'm proud of y'all. This is honestly for me. This is just a way for me to get some Black joy. Like, woo! I am such a fan of literally every single one of y'all that I was like, well, this is what I need. And they can watch, but this is for me. No, for real. Like, thank y'all. This is so amazing to watch. Ooh, and it is so needed in this time, Lord. Thank y'all. Seriously, thank y'all. Okay, who is here and who is not here?
Is it cool if I just go get some water real quick?
Yeah, for sure.
That's exactly what I went to go do. I'm like, oh, I'm feeling parched. I even had to get some tissue because y'all had me in my feels, like, for real.
Period.
Yes.
Ooh, okay, how we doing? How we feeling? Is Banu back yet? I can't even see the screen right now because Zoom got my screen all fucked up.
Yeah.
You're here? Okay.
Let's go.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Oh my
Come on,
God,
Banu.
yes.
Come through, poet.
Oh my God. I am so ready. I'm so ready for this. You have no freaking idea. Oh my God.
Nervous.
Okay, let's do
Same.
this. Let me take the screen share off. This is so. Bet. Okay. Oh my goodness. Welcome back to Black Magic. This already has been so insane. Act 1, the lineup was just so powerful. I'm so emotional and I'm still physically hot from the performances, but I am ready for more, okay? I'm ready for more. Thank y'all for tuning in. Welcome back, welcome back. Before we get into Act 2, I just want to give a brief update on this GoFundMe because there's some serious attention on this, okay? In like the hour or so we've been doing this live, for the rest 2 hours, whoa, time is flying, oh my God. We have raised $1,435, period.
Period.
In like less than 2 hours. So y'all better come through with these donations. Yes!
Yes.
Yes, come on. Thank y'all so much for donating if you have. And if you have not and still want to, please feel free to do so now or after the show. But man, that is crazy. The power of community is just insane. Like, we really are doing this. Lord, wow. Wow, 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 wow. And with that being said, we are going to kick things back into high gear with another amazing poet. And let me tell y'all, I hope you're sitting up straight in your chair right now. I hope you're sitting up straight and tall in your chair because this next poet, he spits nothing but raw Black truth. And if you're not here for raw Black truth, you're in the wrong damn place, okay? You're in the wrong place because this poet is gonna give it to you, okay? Banu, let him have it.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the introduction. Can everyone hear me okay? Yeah, awesome. I just really wanna, like, I don't know, I'm still processing. I don't know if intermission was enough for me. Like, that the spirit is here. And it's like, it's crazy because I never imagined the spirit could be like on a Zoom call, but we got the spirit right now. So like that's that I just want to hold, manifest, and do justice for. So yeah, I'm gonna spit like maybe like two, maybe three poems. And just I want to give like an overall content warning before I start for my set. I will be speaking on Black Death. I will be speaking on the death of Black women. I will be speaking on the death of Breonna Taylor. And so just be cautious in that energy and in that space. All right, I'll start with a poem. This poem is I wrote it in the voice of my older brother who passed away. And it's what I imagined he would write on his own tombstone. And yeah, it's also something I want to give credit. I want to give a quick shout out to Nani and Nas for holding the Not So Red table talk yesterday. I think that's really informing how I am going to use this space in my performance. Because they spoke a lot about ritual and the space for altars and that creation of that space. And so I've been really tapping into some of that stuff. And so this is what I would say for my brother as libation. I've buried free in so many faces. I've buried home in so many faces. I tried to write out all my empty spaces, let love lick my wounds. Turns out I'm pretty tasteless. Turns out I'm pretty faceless. Turns out turns to patience. Turns out turns to new home. New home probably needs a facelift, probably needs creation, probably the only one that ever remixed a whole nation. I see afterlife as vacation, brewing a bulletless resurrection with God and ash, rinsing and everything of cremation. I vacate then locate then dictate my mixtape for Lord's sake. I know fate, I know hate, I know race. In this one you can't take, you can't relate. Sucks to say, but me living was probably by your mistake. Missed the ball, niggas swing, it's hot and fall. I pray for spring, I pray for dirt, I pray for earth, a field of first. You better water my casket, you better sing me rebirth. That's that piece.
Did you just rap in here?
Oh! Get out of here.
Wow. Banu!
I'm the biggest fan. I know like
A1.
the words in that poem. I'm here with you. I'm like, yes.
Banu!
Thank y'all.
My energy. Let me talk to you for a second, because when I first heard you spit a poem in Grand Slam your first semester, when I tell you I literally was covered in chills, like from my head to my toes and everywhere in between, I really mean that. I really mean that. I was sitting there and I was like, this first year, like with all this confidence and stage presence and vulnerability, I said, what? Oh my God. You are seriously like so incredible. Your flow, your energy, your life is just so magic. Oh my God. And on top of that, let's not forget that you also have acted a little bit in these streets. I saw you in the main stage, winter term, What We Look Like. And Lord, that was so, oh my God, so good. So again, with these multi-talented, multimedia artists on this lineup, it is just insane. Banu, talk to the people a bit about who you are, what you do, and how they can support your artistry. Because wow, I need to sit with that for a second.
Well, yo, thank you so much. That means the world, especially coming from you, such a talented and amazing artist. Like I get so much inspiration from you, and so that really means the world. Yeah, so I was born in DC. raised in Chicago. Now I just moved out to Seattle, so I'm in the West Coast with it. And yeah, I mostly write poems. I mean, like that's kind of like, I don't know, I do that by trade, but I've been starting to get into like some more hip hop, some more rapping, whatever that looks like. And yeah, I'm also really excited. We've been working so hard to create this digital platform similar to what we are sharing today called Burn Bars. If you didn't hear the first time, it's Black Untold Radical Narratives by Black Art Radicals, which is just like, how can you not tune in? Like that's just gonna be fire. So, and it was fire the first episode, and I'm just really, grateful for my co-creator Diwe, and just everyone who just continues to be so Black and so talented. Like it's really a blessing. So. This next piece, I'm gonna go to my next piece. And I wrote this like 2 hours before the show started. So this is some like really fresh shit. Like
what?
And yeah, I like mentioned before, and I've kind of like heard from like the earlier piece. I've been trying to, translate what I'm feeling as a Black person during this time into language. And I think right now that language is kind of coming off as rap or, like kind of rap poetry. So I don't want to define it, but it's new. So bear with me. I'm going to read off my computer. Okay, the title of this piece is called Defender, darkened descendant, pocketless linen. I got the loose leaf on the finna, taking back land like it's timber, rolling sad spliffs to remember, limbless last legs in December. 2020 got gas lit up on the vision. My cousin a cool God, she a creator. They trying to approve God like she a flavor. Trying to look through God, they couldn't save her. Brianna was too God, she was our savior. Graveyard drifter, interpolator. Can't count the bodies without the calculator. Crooked fatal reflection, silver lining, soaking in all this murder. Really, niggas is capsizing, but politic up in arms trying to veto off our timing. Politic preservation Confederate committee, nowhere to be found, but they all up in your city, all up in my emails, sending fake regards of pity or not, saying save Mount Rushmore like niggas forgot the findings. Likely, womb running, twisting up our psyche. Spike Lee really had Nick Cannon trying to look like me. Chicago's hooping out his Nikes. My brother would find and fight me. Sparring spirit, slapbox serenity. Bring your ass home, an ancestral remedy. Forgot the flash on, now history running into me. All cops are my enemy. Oh, say you see any me, and you gonna have to put an end to me. It's time to pay up. Ain't no free sites, especially when your solidarity looking off-white. Still in Black trans woman revolution like this was your plight. Likely, low-key weaponizing love like mama raised me. Doug Daly, my brother, another soil that wilt daisies. Vengeful earth, army of sunken Black liberation, sinking ships all on vacation, a devastation reparation. Forget the flash on, now history running into me. All cops are my enemy. Oh, say you see any me, and you gonna have to put an end to me. Thank you.
You did that today? What? You did not write that 2 hours ago. What?
What?
Banu, if y'all don't pay up for that early release,
Pay up.
y'all don't pay up for that early release. Woo! Banu.
Oh, yo, thank y'all. That was so nervous. I just wrote that and it was like shaking, but like, I'm really happy that got out. That was definitely not something that I'm used to doing. I'm glad y'all liked it.
Oh,
That was so amazing.
What? I cannot believe you wrote that 2 hours ago. I literally, oh my God, that is insane. You are insane. Oh my God. Wow. Y'all better follow and support and donate. Tip this artist because Lord, oh my God, I'm hot again.
Follow Bars Burn. Really tap into that. And
yes.
Tap
I'm gonna put it back in the chat.
That's something that's like really, really, I feel like me and Diwe are really putting our all into that. And so like the best way to support me right now would be just to tap into that platform.
Period. And it's at Bars Burn, right?
That Bars Burn.
Yes.
Lord.
Burn.
A little word trickery.
Come on. Come on.
Wow.
Yes. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Banu. And again, I'm covered in chills. Oh my God. Could I
do one more? Possibly?
If you want to.
Yeah.
Take the stage, please.
I did this for Grand Slam, and I think it's called Hands. It's a poem that I wrote like maybe 3 years ago. 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It's 3 years ago. Time. What is time?
Right.
What that is.
Right.
But yeah, so this poem's important to me because I wrote this the year that my brother passed away. He was involved in that writing process and was there to like watch me, rehearse. And it just like, the process of art making is such a sacred space. And so the fact that like I wrote this alongside Xavier and he passed later that year. So I guess in a lot of ways, I've kind of traveled the world and used this poem as like a shield for who I am and my legacy and my memory, and then also to channel rage in spaces where that may feel uncomfortable for people. And so I just want to thank you all again. I want to thank the previous performers, Georgia, Diwe, Andre, Cyril. I want to thank Max. This has been a space that like, I don't know, it's hard out here right now. And I think it's the space that like is making at least today and probably the next week so much easier because I'll have the spirit of this moment. So last piece, Hands. Let's get it. Today, the white reporter stumbled to me all shivers and sacrifice, all head down and headlined. She asked me, "So why are you so upset when blacks shoot blacks all the time?" I only know how to answer in eulogy. I only know how to answer in ghost story. She said, "So what are you fighting for anyway?" I answer with a list of names longer than this poem can ever be. I answer with a list of Black rage poems rewritten and still writing. I say, beware the day of sacrament when the silent soldier becomes the angry activist. I was first given war paint when my mother's womb became a double barrel filled with half a bullet, half a target. Frontliners, today we forge our fist in history. We shoot in tongues of warrior with a palm full of heartbeats and our hands shape-shift into pack of panthers, pistol, prowling. Beware the night of the full moon. When the full coon becomes the full goon, when black rise from this full tomb, this apocalypse got God in her womb, God's in this room, all Bantu and bulletproof and Nuck and Buck, holding the weight of Zulu, Usudu, listen. Can you hear the 228 buried battle cries in our footsteps? We've been black carbon. Y'all can keep Ben Carson. The revolution will only spit out arson, arsenal of spiritual. Be black women of root work miracles, tsunamis of black suffrage spewing from our fountain. We are reaching for the mountain. We are bleeding through the sun. I will walk through your bullets till the final day is done, till the final day is won. We don't know nothing about no lead on this line. We don't know nothing about no dead on this line. Sometimes I wonder if we are more sacrificed than savior, if our voice will run out before their bullets do. We are bleeding through the sun. She asked me why we fight. While I'm bleeding through the gun, she asked me why we fight. Till the final day is done, she asked me why we fight. I answer, today we sever the shadow as safety. 'Cause if another blue bullet touches another black one of us, you should lock your doors and roll up your windows, because you can catch these hands. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Period. Oh, yes. Oh my God.
Yes. Yes.
I literally have no words right now because I am just overcome with emotion. I'm just gonna let that sit for a bit because, oh.
Y'all can keep Ben Carson. That was my favorite line.
Y'all better use your hands to hit that Cash App. That's all.
Wow. Period.
Period. Catch these hands, right in Cash App, Venmo. Hit them up.
Oh.
But also,
oh.
And follow Bars Burn.
Banu. Thank you.
it's really an honor to even be here, like alongside my favorite artists in the world. Damn near, like it's like it's a no-brainer. Like I'm just so happy that like you reached out and invited me to be a part of this space. And
it's an Act 2 just started. I can't start crying yet. Oh, Banu, thank you so damn much. Oh my God. Just for the honesty, the vulnerability. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. Okay. We are gonna try to keep things moving. Oh my God, the emotions I'm feeling right now. Okay, next up on the list, let me tell you something about this next act. Okay, this next act was the first person to get a jazz voice degree from Oberlin.
Period.
Okay, and if that does not tell you enough about how much they are a trailblazer and a musical leader and an icon in these streets,
period.
I don't know what's going to convince you, but listen here. Daniella Hope, ooh,
icon.
She is going to give it to y'all, okay?
Legendary.
Daniella, let him have it.
Hello, you girls. Wow. Banu, that was, wow.
You got it, friend.
You got it. Let it out.
I just want to say thank you to Max and everybody for doing this. Like, this is amazing. And also, I'm taken back to the first time that I was on a deal with Banu, which is actually the Grand Slam. And I had the same reaction. I was just like, wow, like, really amazing. Really just putting me in my feels. So thank you so much for that vulnerability, for that honesty. I have a few songs and one poem. I'm going to start off with a cover. And this set for me is exploring the other side of how I usually feel. So it's easy for me to access pain a lot. And it's easy for me to sing that because, you know, we're Black. We know how it feels to be in this world, especially, well, not especially, but everybody else is seeing especially right now. And so this first song is by Layla Hathaway. She wrote it in 2008, but definitely still applies today. And has gotten me through a lot just because, as we all, we struggle with doubt, I definitely do, and self-confidence. And also, simple things like this message, like breathe, remember to breathe, is what keeps me grounded. And so that's why I thought it was important for me to start I set off like this. Yeah, let me get into it. Just breathe. Remember to breathe. All around me, everywhere. Feels like nothing but despair. Confusion, disillusion, hanging around in the air. Global magic colors seems to stain across the sky. Somewhere right now, someone's crying. I just don't know why, but I gotta believe this ain't the end of the road. It's all a bad dream. Until you believe, you got to know the story is still to be told. Just breathe. I count my 4-leaf clover clutched tightly in my hands. The things I thought were useful, I just don't understand. So I click my heels 1,000 times and I open up my eyes. I just don't know why. I don't know why I can't breathe. Don't know. With all that's going on around me, I just don't know why. Or how my heart remembers to keep on looking towards the sky. Gotta believe this ain't the end of the road. It's all a bad dream. Until you believe, you got to know the story is still to be told. Just breathe. Remember to breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Remember to That was that first one.
Come on, Low Range.
Yes, friend.
And this track. Oh my God.
Okay, check her out. Check Daniella out, though.
Daniella! Ooh,
The loop
Daniella.
pedal, okay?
When I first heard you sing, I think it was either in For Colored Girls or it was in Bluest Eye. I was like, who is up there singing like that? Like, this is something special. And I was just like,
Legend.
whenever this person is performing, I need to be there and I need to consume every bit of it because, oh, wow, the tone, the control is just, it's so good. And also the way that you are able to blend like spoken word into your music so effortlessly and just so smoothly and efficiently is just, oh my God. Like I remember I saw Black Rage, I think it was, and I was like, that is some masterful level artistry. Daniella, just talk a bit about who you are, your artistry, in all of its forms, because I know you have so many talents and gifts for the people, and let them know about every single bit of it, okay? Every bit.
Woo! Okay, I had to wow. There's just so much energy. Before I get into myself, just it's so powerful that we can be on our computers, and I'm still feeling so much right now, and that's just, it's just a lot, and I'm grateful. But so anyways, so I graduated from Oberlin last year. I am a singer-songwriter. I also act. I am a poet. I am an educator. Currently right now, I'm doing a virtual camp with some kiddos that I've been doing for the past 3 years. And yeah, I just love art, and I'm also getting better at not trying to put myself in a box, because actually prior to when I did the Grand Slam my senior year, I had never done poetry, I never claimed that it was poetry. But Black people are amazing and can do so many different things, but we just often are like, oh, that's just something I do inside. But yeah, also, I am going to be starting my graduate studies in the fall, hopefully. And actually, I love that we're doing the show because I can hopefully get some information as I go to Spain. I was to a program, a Berkeley College of Music's graduate program in Valencia, Spain.
Did you say Spain?
Yeah.
Come on!
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
It's time.
And, so
you better go.
Put information up on social media, but I was like, this is the perfect way to say like my next steps, so to speak. So honestly, I spent a lot of this quarantine thus far more on myself. I pride myself on being very introspective, but this quarantine forced me to do that even more so. And also, sometimes you think that you're doing something, it's like, oh girl, you do a little bit better. So that's what the quarantine has done for me. And in doing that, I have taken the time, or have gotten the opportunity to focus on my spiritual health, my mental wellness, my physical wellness. And so that's been really great for me, and just where I'm at in my journey with my art, with my being. So yeah, I think that's a little bit about me. Oh, also, I'm gonna be, so at the end of the program, I'm gonna be coming out with the album, but I will be putting something out.
Period.
So.
Period.
Come on, album. Now hang on a second. Yemko just said in the chat that they reached out to you for the program. You didn't have to apply. They came to you for Spain.
These are facts.
Come on!
These are facts. These are facts.
I applied for their other program and ended up not getting in, and it was my top choice. But then was humbly accepted into Manhattan School of Music, and then I was set on going there, and then they sent me a message and was like, "Hey, do you want to interview for this?" And I was like, "What?" Because I love traveling, and that's honestly like one of my dreams to travel the world and learn music and collaborate with people from around the world. And so I would be living out my dream. At least.
Wow. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. That is amazing. Please continue, because my spirit is in a place. Yes. Live your dreams.
Thank you for the support. I honestly, I was like feeling really emotional for the first one, but thank you for, for holding me down, for holding me up, lifting me up. So during this quarantine, okay, I kind of took a break, but I was at one point focusing on my piano skills. And so this is me trying it out in front of people. This is also an original that I made during the quarantine. It's called Believing in Your Dreams. And actually I wrote it when I didn't get into the first Berkeley program. And I was like, I don't want to wallow in the rejection. I want to do something about this that's, positive, because I need to start doing it. So. My heart is heavy, I smile. I know more is coming in a little while. I'll wait. I want bitterness to leave, a sour taste in me, and ache for something sweet to soothe my soul. Breaking down, standing back up, don't want to face today, but I'm stronger than before. And this time I know I smile, 'cause more is waiting for me. Just behind the breath I've been holding it. Believing in my dreams. Believing in my dreams. They only come true when I say they do. Leave those fears behind. They ain't gonna take you where you're going. Just believe in my dreams. Believe. All I've got to do is believe. All I got to do is believe.
Yeah. Somebody in the comments said a sea of tone, and that is exactly right. You are a sea of tone. Yes, keep going.
Period.
More.
What was I about to say? Thank you for the love. This next piece is a poem, and I actually finished writing it this week because of this show, and I love doing shows because then I'm like, oh, I should challenge myself and have the content. And so I had written this line like a while ago, and then I kept telling myself, I was like, I'm going to write a poem to this. So it's called Ode to the Hair on My Body. Yes, I could still be a stripper. So that's the title. It's like, it could change, but that is what it is right now. Okay. And still, I feel more sexy when I shave my legs. I am more protected when I leave my hair unbothered. More vulnerable because you see me just as I am made. When the light hits my hair, I see the treasures of the world reflected in the sparkle of the union between hair follicle and sun. this physical manifestation of being is sacred, of my being is sacred. I dare you not to love my body. My being is everything you are afraid of lying in wait inside of you. And as you caress my body, know you touch both of our hearts. My hands glide over all of me, lost in my tuffets of gold, and I fall further in love with myself. I should. So that's that one.
Ashe.
And I don't know if you can see the theme. So like I said earlier, it's really easy for me to sing, to create from a source of pain. And with everything that's been going on, I have been definitely really angry, very sad, very overwhelmed. And at the beginning of quarantine, I had a series of pieces where it was all dealing with the angst, the anguish that I was feeling because of everything that just felt amplified, even though it was always a part of our lives. But then I was like, I want to move past that pain because that's definitely important. But like, how does it feel to sing about joy more often and love and hope more often than just not wallowing, but just sitting in the pain. So yeah, so this last one is called Open Eye. It's one of my other originals, and I know it's gonna be a single soon. I'm gonna put it on SoundCloud. And I really love it because I was just inspired one day during quarantine. I was just outside at the park and I looked up at the sky and it was so beautiful. And I was like, wow. It started off as a poem. I wrote the poem because I was just like, how do I describe this? And so, yeah, that's it. Open Eye. Give me one moment. This is also on the wood pedal, so slight technical. Difficulties. Give me one moment. Sun bright, clouds vibrant, silky, so close. When I stand, I rise, I touch the sky and fly away all at night, like the birds over my head. I want to fly away, like the beings over my head. Trees extend the invitation to linger. I'm gonna stay a while. Purple and blue hues in the sky. It's my divine energy. I can feel the love in me expanding, coming into my power, ringing in my ears, and I know why I'm opening up my opening up my opening permission to linger. I'm gonna stay a while. Purple and blue hues in the sky. It's my divine energy. I can feel the love in the air expanding, coming into my power, ringing in my ear, and I know why I am opening up my heart. Okay, that's it. Thank you guys.
What?
Can I just?
You better use that damn
Legend.
loop pedal.
It's done.
Legend. Legend.
Now wait a second. Was that beatboxing you?
Yeah.
Yup.
Ooh,
Period.
Whew. Okay, that feels good.
Daniella! Ooh, you have opened my eyes. Ooh, y'all better open your eyes and donate a tip because
That's okay. I'm gonna be putting something up in the near future about my trip to Spain and how you can help me with that as well. So
yes, y'all better support and come through. Daniella, thank you. Oh my God. Woo-hoo! Yes, that track really got me. Oh my God. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank
Oh
you
my.
for having this. Thank you everybody who came before me and who Mark, I think, is the only person left maybe. Yes, but what was I about to say? Amazing job, and I am so grateful to be a part of this. This is my first time doing a set since the quarantine happened, like officially. So thank you for letting me be a part of this because this is important. And like Banu was saying, like, you know, this is the energy that's gonna carry us through this day, through the rest of this week, and this is why we do what we do. And I'm so grateful that we got to do this. And thank you to everybody watching for taking the time out of your day. There's some amazing artistry.
Yes, you better live your dream in Spain. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Oh my God, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. Oh my God. Okay, next up, we have an amazing visual artist slash poet slash playwright in these streets. Again, with this multi-talent, these triple threats are out here. Oh man, give it up for Makaya Fox.
Woo. Let's go.
Yeah. Kind of like what everyone was saying. Like, I don't know. I'm honored to share this space with all of y'all. And also, like, just all of the things that I've felt and heard, like, in this process in these past few hours has been transformative. And George was talking like it's healing. Like, this is real life healing. And I'm really grateful for this space and this place. Yeah. So, okay. Today I'm gonna share some
fan club in the background. That's me.
Maybe y'all can hear that. But yeah, I guess I was thinking about what I could and wanted to share when you reached out to me, Max, like about participating in this. And I don't know, I kind of felt like called to create something new. And so like that's kind of what this past week has been. It's been trying to like pray and find peace and sort of like work through what I'm feeling and where I am, you know. So the inspiration for this piece came from a day at the beach with my cousins and their mom. And my younger cousin Jalen was trying to go get in the ocean. And before he could, his mom started like giving him all of the like this list of steps to follow to survive his trip to the water and back. And I really was just thinking about that so much. Like in that moment, I just started like writing down all the things she said, because I was like, it felt like she was talking to him, but also felt like she was speaking through him to generations and generations of people who have been lost to the Atlantic Ocean, who've been lost to bodies of water. And the fact that that's a real life resting place for our ancestors, and it's so often like, I don't know, it's so often like just kind of looked over or glossed over, the fact that like this is, that's the eternal resting place of millions and millions of souls. Like, and the fact that to this day, like we could still be one of them, and then just thinking about that as almost like a metaphor for the space that we occupy in this place. Yeah, so if you know me, you know that I only do things about the ocean. So that was really important to me. Yeah, and so I actually wrote this poem today, and I wrote the painting. I mean, I didn't write the painting. I painted the painting like over the course of the past week. So yeah, I guess I'll start with sharing the poem and then show you all the painting that I was working on. Yes, and thank you all. Yeah, also just special thanks to Daniella. Like, I don't know, like there's this is scary. So like hearing you and your thoughts and your words and your voice, it really like helped me to ground myself and find that peace that I needed. So thank you. Okay. So the poem starts, "Be careful, my child. Tread lightly. Swim good. Be sure not to float away further than you should. Stay close to the beach where you can see me. And if ever you can't breathe, find a way to scream. I'll be waiting to come save you from an ocean that never forgave you. Now, you might find yourself caught in a riptide, but don't trip. It's all right. You won't die if you don't try to fight the current. First, you must learn it, earn its patience, say faithfully, I've fought you before. I've walked through this door, I've prayed to the source, and I am not afraid. I too fold open. I too told oceans, our body is one. This body of water. Its bodies of daughters and sons, bodies all salt lung and tongue strung, witness all stiff with its sickness, stricken by the weight of the thing. When I sing and the words come out, I'll be waiting to come save you from an ocean that never forgave you, that gave you life, carved you thin and black as night, sinking." That's it.
Wow. Wow.
That's the first time that I've spoken that out loud. So yes, thank you all. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Let me talk to you for a second, because when I first saw your work on display, it was in the Brother Size, because you were the set designer, right, for Brother Size. Shout out to T. Ames, so amazing. And when I walked in Candor that day and I saw the set that you made,
So amazing.
I was like, oh my God. And then I find out you're also a poet in these streets. And I'm like, all right, again, multi-talent. And then I find out you're also writing a play. So the Black excellence does not stop. So please talk to the people about all your projects, all your mediums, because I feel like you are just an amazing multimedia artist in the truest sense.
Thank you. Yeah, I guess kind of like Cyril was saying, like, I don't know. I guess like art for me has always just sort of been like this process of telling stories, and like the stories really like are never like mine, It's like stories that I feel like I've inherited, or stories that were sent to me. Yeah, in particular, I feel like art has been this process of getting to know and love my spirit, know and love myself, and that in itself has been this whole like meditative journey that I've been able to like work towards peace through, so yeah, I guess like then in that context, like the things that I create are just sort of the thing that I felt or was told and felt like I needed to create, like things that come to my dreams and then wake me up, and scare me or fill me with life, or somewhere in the middle. It's all just really a blessing. So yeah, I'm working on a play, kind of. I started a play in Miss Caroline's Black theater class, or maybe it wasn't Black theater. Oh, it was playwriting in times of crisis, and it was during quarantine. It was a second module course, so the entire like course happened while we were in quarantine, and it started out actually inspired by text messages that Diwe and I were like passing back and forth. And I was thinking about the end of the world and what the end of the world means for Black people, and how Black people have constantly like been living through the end of the world, or the end of our world, and it's like apocalypse, apocalyptic visions, and just sort of like that reality has always sort of been, has always like, it's just been a part of Black life, and so the play is called Texting a Friend at the End of the Sky, or Why Our Dreams Stop Speaking. And it's about this Black revolution, actually, that is incited by the assassination of George Zimmerman. And it's these two people just sort of texting each other at the end of the world, and they're talking about the end of the world. They're working through the end of the world, but the like source of the end of the world is kind of ambiguous. And then in the last scene, one of the characters is going to, well, both of the characters are going to a protest, and they're like, okay, keep in contact, like let's stay in touch, and please be safe. And then one of the characters stops responding, and then the other character is just reaching out like, hey, are you safe? Like, please respond to me. I'm really concerned. Like, I reached out to your sister. I haven't heard anything. Like, where are you? What are you, like, I love you. Please just let me know you're okay. And that happened maybe 2 or 3 weeks before the murder of George Floyd. And when all of that happened, it kind of felt like, the play was something that needed to be continued and expanded, because the story is not over. The story's never been over, So yes, there's that. It's a play I'm working on. I'd love to share it with y'all. I realized recently that I could like get the entire thing in 10 screenshots on my phone, so I might post it on my Instagram. And yes, and what else? Oh, I'm working on research right now that I'm really excited about, really happy about. And I'm researching state-sanctioned violence against revolutionary Black educators, and trying to like find the things that Black people were teaching to children, and times that the government perceived the things that people were teaching to Black children like as so dangerous, like so politically damaging, that they like resorted to violence against those educators, and then just kind of thinking about what it means to invest in the future of Black people, invest in Black children, and to sort of like, yes, process the fact that freedom has to be an intergenerational process. And our ancestors have given us all of the insights we need to facilitate that process. And yes, so I will continue to work on that and keep everybody posted. Yeah, okay. So now I'm gonna show y'all this painting that I worked on this past week. Okay. So where do we start? Also, I'm gonna spin my computer around and not be able to see it, so hopefully y'all will be able to see it. But it kind of started out as Jalen and Courtney, my cousins, like holding hands, walking towards the ocean. And I kept like drawing them over and over and over and over again, and never in a way that really felt right or like, the truth of their journey towards like the sea. And so I ended up just, instead of like including images of them, writing in the poem that I just shared with y'all into one of these circles. Okay. Full breakdown. This painting is 3 different circles. One of the circles is 2 people in chains on the African continent walking towards the Atlantic Ocean. And then the middle circle is supposed to be a depiction of the day at the beach that we shared. And then the last circle is a depiction of ancestors walking back to the Atlantic Ocean once they crossed it. And so this is the first panel. Let me know if you can see that. Yes. And most of my pieces like kind of are like multi-layered and use a lot of different mediums. Because like I think a large part of Afro-diasporan like art culture is putting pieces together to create a thing that you felt or known before. And so that process is really important to me. And this is the circle that is talking about the beach. And the goal of the gravity of his mom, my cousin Kelly's concern for their lives, and also just sort of like to communicate how beautiful their lives are, and why that concern is necessary, and also the history of that concern. And then this is the last circle with people walking back into the Atlantic Ocean. And so I guess the point of the poem was to situate my family in the middle of this larger journey, and in relation to this body of water that they've everything.
Come on. Yes. Y'all better hit up Makaya's Cash App with some tips, because like I said, Black creativity does not come cheap, okay? Send some money Makaya's way. Makaya, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank all of you. Like,
yes.
For real. Yes. Like I just thinking about this space as like sharing with 9 of my friends, like 9 people who I love and admire. 8 people. Yes. and just learning from you, like that has made this whole process so comfortable and so beautiful. So thank you all.
Thank you. Oh my God. What a night, y'all. Woo, what a night. We're heading to our last act of the evening. We've been going almost 3 hours strong. I would encourage you, if you have not done so yet, to donate to the GoFundMe and also send some tips the performers' way, because they are giving it. Ooh, glory. Okay, we are at our last act of the evening, our closer. And let me tell you, who is he gonna close? Is he gonna end the night?
Stop. Stop,
Let me tell
please.
y'all, we
That
have
quality.
the bassist
Legend.
extraordinaire, producer extraordinaire, another Black comp sci boy in these streets. Mark Lagande, take us home.
Okay. Well, wow. It's kind of crazy. I mean, I've been sitting here this whole time watching all these performances, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous. Like, everybody did so amazing. Everyone, like, all these amazing Black artists, and it's just like, I'm supposed to close it. I don't know. I mean, I'll give it my best shot.
Yes, you are, and you will.
Hell, motherfucking yeah, you supposed to close it out.
Right, right.
Yes.
Go ahead and do
Do
it.
your shit.
Bet. Okay. This first song is a song for my mom. My mom means a lot to me. This song reminds me of her. I guess let this song be a way for you to think about your own kind of motherly figure in your life. Yeah. So this is a song. It's entitled Mama. Okay. Also, I'm using a lot of tech here, so like if there's, let's just bear with me. We'll see how it goes. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yo, yo.
That was say you had nothing to worry about.
Oh
my God.
Oh.
Mark, oh my God. These comments are blowing up right now. Rightfully so, okay? What? Now, listen, I always knew that Mark was an incredible bassist. I've seen him in plenty of different ensembles, Sonny Rollins and various other smaller ensembles. So I was like, oh, he's a king at bass. We all know. But when I heard the production and his tracks,
you know,
and this loop pedal, Lord, I was like, this is just next level artistry. Oh my God. Like in this sound check yesterday we had, I literally could not sit in my seat because I was just so overcome with energy.
Thank you so much.
Mark
Seriously.
Lagande. Please tell us a bit about your artistry, your work. If you have any projects that are in the works, please let us know because I'm trying to consume.
Definitely. All right. Let's see. So I was working on an EP/album. I was gonna release it at the end of June, but I mean, I feel like, as with what others have said in this call, like my headspace, I was in like a completely different headspace, and I felt like the music that I was creating did not really match up with the way I was feeling. So putting that stuff out felt really weird to me. But in terms of music, by the end of the summer, there's going to be some new stuff out. I've been really grinding this whole production thing, and I mean, that's really new. I'm learning stuff every day. Quick shout out. My sister is actually like right over there. She's like managing all like the tech right now. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, and like these past couple days, I'll be like, hey Sid, can you help me out with the levels? She's in the other room on a Zoom call telling me like, oh, you know, this and that, you know. So I owe everything to my sister.
You better.
She's been helping me out with all this. Also my parents, quick shout out. I forgot what I was talking about though. I guess
projects, EP, album, etc. Yes.
Yeah. End of the summer, there's going to be some new stuff, new production stuff, different stuff. Yeah. So that's
Ooh, y'all better hit his SoundCloud up because when those tracks come out, I'm going to be bopping all the way to the top. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Mark, please continue.
Thank you. Okay. So these next two tracks kind of blend into each other, so I'm not gonna like get the chance to really speak again. But just a content warning for this next song. I wrote it during, I guess, like the whole process, like the week after George Floyd was murdered, and at first I didn't really know how to put words to those feelings, so I just grabbed my bass and I just started recording some stuff, and I've been working on this constantly, honestly. It's still not finished, but you know, I just wanted to present a little bit of it tonight, so thank you so much.
But a peaceful march fired into by the police.
Thank you.
Did you just do that to us? Oh, what?
Dog. Yes.
What?
Yes. A1.
My God. I literally have a cramp right now, just how good that was. Oh my God. Let me tell y'all something. If you need a bassist for a gig or a recording track, if you need a producer, call my boy Mark. Let me tell y'all a story. Literally yesterday in a dress rehearsal, people were sound checking and stuff, right? And Mark had already gone and done his thing and been fine and great. And I think it was Andre, or maybe it was Daniella. They're doing their sound check, and Mark, within like 5 seconds, hopped on a bass line real quick. Like the ear on this man is just insane.
A1.
So if you need a bassist or a producer, you better call him. You better call him. Thank you. For your own good, because oh my God, y'all hit up his Cash App real quick.
Pay him. Pay him.
Yes, pay him. You have to pay up.
Pay this man.
Oh, do you have more?
Yes, I have one more.
Yes, please.
One more. Yeah, so funny story about this track. I wrote it when I started making it about like a week ago, and I was like, I'm not sure if it'll be ready in time. But then, you know, like, I'll start making a beat, and then it's like 5 a.m. and I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta go to sleep. So then I go to sleep, and then I wake up the next morning, and then I go run to my sister, and I'm like, tell me if this track is fire or not. She's like, not really, but you could do this, you know? So this track, honestly, has been a work in conjunction with my sister. I keep shouting out my sister. I love her a lot.
Get her in the camera.
She's over there. You want to be in the camera? Nah? Yeah. She said nah. She said nah. She'll make her debut soon. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You know?
Yes.
Period.
Yeah. This last track is called Waves. Thank y'all so much. And here we go. Let's do that. Jeez. There you go. Thank y'all.
You better fade me out. Yes! Oh my god.
A1.
I literally fell off my chair at one point because that shit is so hard.
I knew this would not stay seated at all.
Whoa.
Please, I need that track.
Oh my god, drop the track. Drop the
Soon.
track.
It'll be out soon.
My
y'all so
god.
much, seriously.
If there's like a virtual SCO next year, we need to get Mark as the DJ, as the performer. Because that wow.
I got y'all. Thank you so much, Max, for putting this together. Seriously. This literally like wouldn't have been possible without you, you know? Like when you originally hit me up, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I literally don't know what I'm gonna do. But then I saw the lineup and I was like, I feel like I should really just pull out and not do this because I was like, everybody's amazing. You really pulled everyone together. This is like This is really so amazing. Thank you so much for this. The kind of space that was created was definitely hit me here. Seriously. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Hey,
Man, the emotions that I am feeling right now.
Hey.
Ooh, those tracks, like, I don't know what it was, but just the production, I feel like just says so much without any words. It just says so much. And I am really feeling all the feelings. Oh, that is how you close a show, sir. That is how you close. Oh, thank you so much. All of you, thank you so much for creating this space, for being in this space and just living in your arts and your magic. Oh, Lordy, that was so incredible. And I'm so inspired and so uplifted. Thank y'all so much. Also, big shout out to the MRC for hosting on their accounts, YouTube and Facebook. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the audience as well on YouTube and on Facebook. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for donating. Continue to donate to the artists and to the GoFundMe. Share it, like it, whatever you got to do. Get it out there. I just want to say one last thing before we head out is like the work of uplifting and supporting Black artists does not stop here, okay? It does not stop here. This is a constant effort that we need to continue as a community to uplift Black artists. And not just Black artists, but Black people in all of their like professions, like Black educators, Black doctors, Black journalists, like Black people consistently and confidently and unapologetically uplift them all the time, okay? Let this be a movement, a real movement, and not just a moment, okay? A movement, period. And with that—
And pay Max. Pay Max.
Pay them.
Artists together.
Shout out to Mia for the posters.
Yes, Mia, shout out to you for the posters. They are so freaking good. Hit her up too, because she has also a multi-talented artist, filmmaker, artist, director. Y'all better hit her up too. Oh man, I'm feeling so many emotions, and I'm so grateful to all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my God. So much peace, so much love. Stay safe, all of you. Stay safe. Be kind. Wear a damn mask. Wear a damn mask. Be kind to people. Yes. Peace, love, Black Lives